Get Stopped podcast is back. It's the 25-26 season. Hello, everyone. I'm Jon Mozes. This week on the podcast, we've got Fadima Tall and Princeton head coach Carla Berube. Welcome.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
It's a whole new year.
It is, and it's it's good to be here. It's first week in November, so it's time to go.
Couple days away from the opener. Mm-hmm. What are you excited about with this group?
Yeah, I'm just excited to play. I feel like we've been practicing for quite a while. We've had a couple scrimmages, but just to get going and to really play against somebody else, somebody that you could scout a little bit. Not that we know a ton about Georgia Tech being a whole new team, but excited for one, like getting Olivia Hutcherson back down to Georgia, seeing her family, getting on the road with the team, and just watching the start of the journey. As far as games go, the journey started, I think, a little bit of like in the postseason, and got our couple of freshmen, and now we're just working on our chemistry, gelling, and ready to throw the ball up and see how it goes.
So you mentioned first-year players. Who's new? Who are we going to get to know here the first couple weeks of the season? Yeah,
we have Grace O'Sullivan from the Boston area, and then Sarah Lessig from the Seattle area. Two great athletes, brought, I think, a lot to our program, great people, strong, for our culture, and two great skilled basketball players too. So, hopefully we get to know them quickly, and excited for them to start their college careers.
A couple of little birdies around the program are pretty excited about Sarah Lessig, understanding sort of her full story, where she comes from in Seattle, mm-hmm. and just the well-rounded athleticism, mm-hmm. a longtime baseball player. Mm-hmm. Where do you see that playing out in her game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking back to our practice yesterday. She's flying all over the floor. Incredible athlete, long, quick, just great hand-eye coordination too. And a good offensive player too. She's got some good skills. And freshmen just take a little time to understand our our defense and how we run it. So both Grace and Sarah have been working really hard. We have a weekly meeting where it's our defensive meeting, and we talk about just things that they can work on, or things we've seen in film, and they're both growth minded, where they want to learn, they want to get better. They want to contribute, and Sarah's, she's definitely sort of like a unicorn. She really can do a lot of things, and you don't see that kind of athlete every day.
That's something that strikes me about watching your teams the last 5, 6, 7 years here, is the amount of athleticism across the floor has gone to a whole nother level. I think that's probably a commentary you can say about a lot of Ivy League teams, mm-hmm. certainly among the top 3 that made the NCAA tournament a year ago. But you return plenty of athleticism. Mm-hmm. Fadima Tall, Olivia Hutcherson, probably the front court players that'll play a lot. Mm-hmm. You get Madison St. Rose back. Mm-hmm. So there is enough experience coming back with this group. I guess stylistically, with what you have this year, tell me a little bit about how the offense might be different this year than what you've run in previous years.
Yeah, we don't have a 6'4", 6'5" center inside, so it's a little bit different that we're not looking to pound it in the post, but I think we have the ability to really stretch the floor and space, and have shooters from every position, and and I think we'll play out of that. Fadima will play some 5, she'll play some 4. We've got a couple post players that have worked really hard this preseason, and Emily Edie and Taylor Charles. So. We'll be different a bit, but still, I think we stay true to like moving the ball around. We don't want to get it sticky in anybody's hands, getting some good off-ball screening action, on-ball screening action, and try to get the ball inside, not necessarily pound it in, via pass to a 6'4" player, but still, Fadima's a great post-up player. Maddie's a very good post-up player. So looking for opportunities to still get it inside and then get, paint touches off the bounce as well.
I mean, I know you guys have sort of some limited summer access to do player development direct with this group. Who's somebody you're excited to see unleashed upon another team now in a week?
Yeah, I think there's some good talent coming off the bench. I mentioned Emily Eady. I thought she's worked really hard this summer and this fall. She's got a little bit of the Ellie Mitchell going after every rebound type player.
Is she wearing knee pads too?
I don't think she wears knee pads, so I'm not sure it's diving all over, but at least she's really getting after it. So excited about her. I think Toby Nweke has also had a great fall, and looking forward to. I mean, everybody has worked really hard, and we're not deep as a team. There's not a lot of numbers, I think, but all 11 are going to be able to contribute this season.
Only 11, which is interesting because in past years it seems like you've got post players just sort of coming out of your ears.
Yeah, and then they're all gone. We had 3 in one class, so that was right with Paige and Parker and Katie. Some of our best years was with Ellie at the 5, who was 6'1". So it just depends on how you work defensively, right? We're not big, so we've got to do a great job of helping in the post and making sure that we're taking care of the backboard.
Yeah, that's a curiosity that I have about the team this year. What keeps you up at night? What challenges are you sort of anticipating you're going to have to find out about this team in the first month of the year?
Yeah, I mean, every November I'm not sleeping because I'm worried about what's to come. But I feel really confident in the people that we have and the experience that we have, and how hard we play. And we're gonna see how it all unfolds with without that 5 inside, and I think the rebounding piece is probably the part that I'm most concerned, but it has to be a team thing, right? It can't be it's not falling on 1 or 2 people, right? All 5 need to get in there, box, check, and then rebound and really pursue that basketball really hard. So, we've been working on it, so we're excited to see how it goes. Georgia Tech's got some height, so we'll see how hard we play.
Educate us a little bit. When you're undersized, as say you're in Fadima Tall's role at 6 foot tall, and you're playing 4 and 5, how do you deal with size? How do you still be an effective rebounder when you're giving up several inches? Yeah,
I mean, you've just got to work really hard. You got to work on your positioning. You can't let them inside, to score, right? So you've got to do your work early. You've got to move around them. You've got to be kind of slippery. You can't just stand behind. And then on rebounds, you've got to make that first check. You've got to make that first movement toward the offensive player. You can't let them make the contact to you, right? So it's just about the timing, watching the ball, watching the flight of the ball, and you make that first check.
Okay. Thinking about this non-conference slate, I'm looking up and down it, and it's like become an annual thing for me. I got the schedule in early September or late August, and it's just a series of low whistles to myself. Like, oh my God, they're going to play at Georgia Tech. They're going to play at Maryland. Mm-hmm.
Part of that is, one, we wanted to get to Georgia to play, Georgia Tech for Liv. Maryland is so close by, a great Big Ten opponent, top 25 opponent. We want that. We want to be challenged. A little more of it was, we needed games. Belmont needed a game at the, not that long ago, and so did we. And so that came on the schedule. Of course, the Bahamas tournament came up, and
can't pass that one.
You can't pass that one up. But also playing a great Penn State team, and then we have our usuals, right? We have our Villanova, we have our Seton Hall, we have our Rutgers, who are three great opponents that, we're always going to want to play them. They're right, in our backyard. And it's, just some great rivalries with them.
Yeah, that back-to-back of DePaul, Seton Hall, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, a couple Big East foes, right, back-to-back. So.
It's like you never left the Big East, Carla.
Yeah, I'm still, my heart is, still in the Big East. It looks a little different than when I played. DePaul was not in the Big East. In Villanova, they think that's coming up really, really soon too. Very strong. They got some great portal pickups and good freshmen, and so that'll be a tough game as well.
What is the one element of Fadima Tall's game you're excited to see on display this year?
Wow. With one great year of experience under her belt, I'm excited to see just her leadership come about more, and that leadership off the court, but more so leadership on the court. She has such a strong presence, especially on the defensive side of the ball, right? She is, we call her that ball hawk, right? She's just kind of in every play, and she's going to dive on loose balls. She's going to get her hand on the, to block shots, to get steals, to tie it up. But I'm excited to, just see her emerge, as that leader that just gets people fired up because she's playing so hard. And, her offensive bag is great. She's got a nice little step back three that we've seen, the way she can get to the rim and just the strength that she has, use her body to finish, to get and ones. I'm looking forward to seeing her kind of in those ways really, rise up this season.
Well, we look forward to seeing it soon on the floor at Jadman. The home opener feels like weeks away.
Yeah, not even thinking about that. We've got some work to do before we get back to Jadman, but we'll be excited to play in front of our fans.
Carla, wonderful to see you on the Get Stops podcast.
Yeah, you too, John.
We'll see you down the road.
Sounds good.
We'll be back with Princeton Tigers forward Fadima Tall in just a moment.
Walk a mile in our shoes, from the classroom to the locker room. Here, our promise and our passion propel us down paths few dare to travel. We venture forward, energized with every step. We defy convention in defining ourselves, pushing to achieve, serve, and lead at the highest level. With teammates, teachers, coaches, and classmates at our side. Together, we are Tigers. Together, we are Princeton.
The Get Stops podcast continues. Today, we are pleased to be joined by Fadima Tall. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to be back in the broadcast center.
I know.
You were just telling me about your first time in here?
Yeah, what was this? August of my senior year of high school. Official visit, pictures. I did a little Kobe pose right in that corner. Good times. Trophy and everything. Throwback.
Wow. What does it feel like to be back on campus now as one of the, key leaders in this program, one of the veterans in the program?
I feel like Unk right now. Joking. But yeah, there's definitely you feel it when you're an upperclassman. Previous years have told us, there's you're going to feel that gap from sophomore year to junior year. Did not believe them, but no, it's definitely taken a toll. A good toll, It's good to have experience and knowing where your feet are. Your body gets a little bit sore, a little bit faster.
Hey, you also tell me that story.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Tell me a little bit about your summer. Where'd you spend your time? What were you up to?
I was in Japan for 37 days this summer.
Wow.
Life-changing event, yeah. I was a sports camp counselor. A bunch of Japanese kids for 4 weeks. We spent some of it in Tokyo, just learning what to do. Then we went to Izu, and then we went to Kiyosato, so I could see Mount Fuji if the day was clear enough. Up in the mountains, wasn't too hot. It was amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the best part of Japanese culture that you've taken home with you?
That's a great question. I think there's very polite people as a whole. Personal space was respected a lot. That's one of my pet peeves, but no one is in my space. Could be for more obvious reasons, but I think there's in general more polite. The kids weren't evil, which is honestly surprising to say. Maybe 2 bad kids in those entire 30-day span.
Mostly we're dealing with teenagers. How old were the kids you were counseling?
So they were, I want to say K through 8, and then there was a couple of sessions that were like high schoolers, and I had those sometimes. But high schoolers were easier because one, they understood more English, and like you can actually like do stuff with them.
Cool.
No complaints.
Wow. How did you get hooked up in Japan? How did that happen? How'd that come together?
There was an email sent out. I got it from Greg Bush. I was like, Japan. Not doing anything else this summer. Applied, and it went well. Yeah.
Wow. How do you balance basketball when you're in Japan for 37 days? Did you find places to work out?
Luckily for me, my sport is basketball, obviously. But like, yeah, they wanted us to teach basketball for the kids. So early in the morning before like the sessions actually started, I had like a hoop and a basketball to myself.
Okay.
And then like there was a lot of air elevation in like the mountains where we were, so getting some fitness in wasn't awful. Well, it was awful because air elevation, but needed to happen.
I mean, you gotta practice your body, right? Like you have to develop. What is different about Fadima Tall's game in 25-26?
I think she's definitely more confident. I think last year I was running around with my head cut off probably. I don't want to say I didn't know what I was doing. It was more like I'm understanding like how to fit into the flow of the game, obviously. This is like my second year playing essentially. So I think just knowing what shots work for me now is like my biggest jump, of course. And adding some like more skill work. I'm sure there's certain stuff on my scout that I definitely want to get off my scout, you know?
Yeah, what kind of things?
Out of control driver, only goes one way, can't change direction. Not this year.
Okay, I can just hear assistant coach Lauren Gosselin saying this right now. Like I can just hear her saying that out loud. That you know, this is what we got to work on. This is what I see when I watch the film. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. As I was kind of thrown off by this, I saw a social media post the other day. Are you wearing a different number this year?
Back to 5.
Back to 5.
Mm-hmm. I've had 5 my entire life, honestly. But, I mean, it got to a point where, like, last year they would call a foul on, like, number 15. I was like, who's that?
No way.
That's me.
Really?
Yeah. Time to go back. Yeah.
Okay, so what does 5 mean to you?
I'm at a point where I've had it so long, I don't remember why I first chose it. But, like, if I think about it now, like, my birthday's on the 5th day, 5 people in my family. I really couldn't tell you the exact reason, but I really do identify with it.
It's interesting because as I read tea leaves for this year, no Parker Hill on the roster, you might be playing a whole bunch of 5.
It's like I knew.
Are you excited about this challenge? Like,
It's definitely new. I'm excited because I've heard like how it can benefit me so well, but of course the player in me is worried because I'm guarding like probably 6'6".
yeah,
6,
you've got some tall challenges on the other side this year. Looking up and down the non-conference slate, I just
me too.
Seeing a few of those. But it's not like you haven't had success against bigger players before.
Right.
I'm thinking back to when you guys played Rutgers last year, Destiny Adams, right?
That was a challenge, yes.
So how do you defend players that are bigger than you? What kind of things do you have to excel at?
I have to be, LB says this a lot, you have to be very like slippery and they can't touch you before you touch them. I got to work to beat them to the spot first of all, because if they're already like struggling to get to that block spot, they're tired is the goal. And then if they do get there, which they eventually will, like they're pretty big, I have to like slide back and forth and like just like never let them know where I truly am, because if they can't seal me, you can't get the ball. And like I'll get a hand in there, hopefully, is the goal.
Yeah, pulling the chair out.
Pulling the chair, yep.
Coming up with all those unk moves to
moves.
try to keep those kids off balance.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Okay.
And we're doubling this year. We must.
We must. Well, okay. Now I'm thinking about this. That makes sense, right? You're giving up size in a couple of spots.
Right.
Though I'm thinking I should have asked Carla this question. She doesn't throw a lot of double teams out, typically. She's very much, let's stay in our base and help where necessary.
Right.
Stay home on shooters. What does that do for your defense?
I think what we lost in size, we gained in speed. So doubling, of course, not only can we like put pressure on that post player, it like, I don't know, I feel like we're going to be so good in scrambling and finding that next person. So I don't think we could double in the past because like maybe, God forbid, our 5 is like the one that's not doubling. How do we get them out to the 3-point line and like put Ashley, our 5'8" point guard, in the paint?
Interesting. Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about what this team could be this year. What excites you about this group?
I think we're extremely fast this year. I think you've seen in like our previous years, it's like been we're going to cross half court, we're going to run an offense, we're looking for that pick and roll, we're looking for that certain action on one side, but 5 out this year, everyone plays every single spot, everyone is a threat every single spot, and like we're fast in transition as well.
Which of your teammates are you most excited to play with this year? Who do you think has taken the biggest leap?
Emily Edie, hands down. Like her growth and like her confidence and like just her aggression as a whole has like increased tenfold. It's like getting to the point where she's like pissing me off in practice, which is honestly, I mean, yeah, good for her. But yeah, you're going to be so like pleasantly surprised when she gets out on the floor.
Interesting, because we saw it in just like little snippets last year. She didn't get a ton of opportunity, right? Obviously behind Tabitha and Parker.
Right.
Is she the biggest thorn in your side in practice every day?
Yeah, I'll give that to her. I will give that to her. We're boxing out. Go find Emily, or else she will be having that rebound. It's not an if or like a but. She's getting that rebound if she's not checked. Not only that, she's extremely active on defense too. Probably like up there with Taylor with shot blocking now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because it sort of popped out to me. I talked to Carla about 2 hours ago, first segment of the podcast, and she's saying that Emily Edie's doing a lot of stuff that Ellie Mitchell was doing.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that too?
I am.
Really?
I am. Like, you would think she's not getting this rebound. Turn your head. She got it.
We just need to get some elbow pads and some knee pads going.
I actually put my knee pads on like 3 practices ago.
Really?
It's not a joke anymore. We're killing each other in practice in a good way.
I imagine at this point in the year, now that you're seeing other games go on, like you're really chomping at
So
the bit
excited.
to finally get on a court
Yeah.
against somebody else. Which non-conference game are you most excited to play in?
Obviously, Maryland. Obviously. Is it probably one of the most important games of my life? Yes. But it's exciting because that's like a huge underdog game. They're like 10 in the country right now. There's like no better feeling than like just like knowing people think you're supposed to lose, but you're probably going to win too. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's like a huge challenge. And like it's easy to rise to the occasion when those odds are against you.
Yeah, just like that energy of being in the building. Have you played in front of that many people before? I mean, I assume that game's going to sell out.
I know that, but no, I have not. No, maybe like my high school state championship is close to that. But yeah, this should be a really good game. I'll recognize a lot of faces in the crowd too.
I was going to say, have you already started the pass list, like the list of people you're going to need to leave tickets for?
Yeah, me and Toby are actively competing for tickets as we speak. We'll split them.
You're going to go over 50 per person? Or?
Oh, Lord. I hope not, but we might.
I have to check the Georgetown schedule. I hope Chet can make it.
She'll find a way. It's like a quick walk, maybe. A couple, 30-minute drive. She'll find a way.
She'll get there. I
Yeah.
mean, but unless Georgetown's playing on the road that weekend or something.
I have not checked that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta do some research on this. All right, so the home opener is a week and a half away.
Yes. Nice.
For people that are coming to campus, where should they go to eat?
Ooh, wow. Okay. Not budget-friendly options. First, I love Teresa's best margarita pizza. Recently had Blue Point Grill. Amazing seafood. It's a bit of a hike, but worth the walk. Budget-friendly options. Taqueria is fine. I think I'm too much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm too much of a Chipotle fan to truly get into taqueria, but it'll satiate you for a while. And then if you want to go off campus, there's your Cava, there's your Texas Roadhouse. Oh my God, that's a weird recommendation. But we went there one of our fall break off days. Miss it.
Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse
Ranks really highly for you. I will say the cinnamon butter is outstanding.
Yeah.
Is that what it's all about?
That's what it's all about.
Okay.
We went for the bread, honestly. The food is nice too. Good atmosphere. We went for the bread.
Okay. What's the other thing people have to do when they come to Princeton's campus?
Go to the art museum. It just opened. It's insane.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, I walked by this today for the first time.
I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. Yes, it was under construction for 3 years, but it's beautiful inside.
What kind of art speaks to you?
The contemporary section was actually really cool. Did we have enough time to view all 3 floors of it? No, but I think that part really spoke to me.
I'm sorry, the contemporary section is 3 floors?
No.
Or just the whole
whole thing.
museum? Okay,
Whole
I was going to say
museum.
that's a big contemporary section.
You would be surprised with how big it is.
Yeah?
It took us a while.
How long do you think it would take if you were going to take your time with each piece to go through?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Minimum. We were in there for an hour and it was like, we have to leave because we're not going to have time. We got to go.
All right, give me the opponent in the Ivy League you're most excited to face off with this year.
I got to say Harvard. They're always like fun to play. Is it like one of the most stressful games of like the season? Yes, but I like playing against them. They're fun. They're like really respectful. Like it's always a good game. Just
Yeah.
like straight competitors.
I was watching that first one that you played with them at home, where Ashley had the buzzer beater.
Yep, remember that one?
Right.
I do.
I guess my question from that game is, how do you repeat a performance like that defensively against Harvard?
Just gotta be locked in. I remember that week we were so like bought into the scout during practice. Like every single day we were working well and like in our shell drills. We were all just like, we wanted it so bad. I think that came out at the very end. Because had we gone to overtime that game, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah. Because I was talking to people before that game, and I was like, this one has overtime written all over it for me.
Oof.
No,
No, it didn't.
What does Ashley Chia have in store this year?
Magic. I don't know. She's always gonna be an interesting player. I don't know what she has in store because everything she does is like so instinctive and like it's just like so deep in her. Give her a good ball screen, you'll see some magic happen.
Have you played a whole lot of center before?
No,
Okay, so this is really like, you've never been like the tallest player on your team?
I'm still not.
No, I understand that. But at some point, not middle school, high school, or on an AAU team where you were basically the tallest player on your team.
No, I definitely was. Yeah.
So I guess that's sort of the new challenge that you're going to have to confront at
For
times
sure.
this year.
Yeah.
Offensively, why do you think that's an advantage to you?
I mean, let's say like we're playing 6'6" people like for like our entirety of our non-conference season. I don't think they'll be able to like close out A on time and be able to stop the drive at the same time. So either I get a layup, a three, or a good assist. So looking forward to that opportunity.
Yeah, and we were talking about some of that defensive element before. I was thinking about this, and I was talking about this with Warren Croxton.
Right.
Just about like the speed that you can run when it's you, Olivia Hutcherson, and Maddie St. Rose together. What's Maddie looking like in practice these days?
Great.
Yeah?
I get a rebound, look up, let me just throw it. It's either Maddie or Liv getting it easily. We're getting pressed. Okay, let me just wind it back and check it. Maddie or Liv are getting it.
Yeah. Gosh, what a fun group this year.
It's fun for me too. Less turnovers, just chuck it up there.
Let other people work it for you. Well, Fadima, we look forward to seeing you out there. Wow, the opener against Georgia Tech. Is this your first time in Atlanta?
No, but Liv's hometown. Excited to see all that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that too. Should be a lot of fun.
Me as well.
Fadima, we'll see you at Jadwin soon. Thanks for stopping by the Get Stops podcast.
All right. Great to be here.
That's all for this week's episode of the Get Stops podcast. Princeton Tigers opening the season this week at Georgia Tech.